In this problem, they have given that cos x is less than root 3 by 2 and x is lying between minus pi to pi. Remember one thing, whenever we are solving trigonometric inequations, all we will do is, in this case, we will draw two graphs, y equals to cos x and y equals to root 3 by 2 within the region minus pi to pi in the same plane. So we are getting something like this. The graph of cos x from minus pi to pi is like this, and root 3 by 2 is this one. Is it clear? This is your y equals to cos x, pi by 2, minus pi by 2. This is pi and this is minus pi. Okay? This point is pi by 6. This point is minus pi by 6. Is it clear to all of you? Okay. Now, we have to find out the solution set for x for which cos x will be less than root 3 by 2. Now you see, if you choose any point between minus pi by 6 and pi by 6, any value of x you choose between minus pi by 6 and pi by 6, you are going to get the corresponding value of cos x, which is more than root 3 by 2. So, if we want to get the region where cos x is less than root 3 by 2, we have to select this region, this region, this region. Tell me yes or no. Therefore, x belongs to minus pi to minus pi by 6 or pi by 6 to pi. In this region only, you are going to get the values of cos x, which will be less than root 3 by 2. Is it clear? Because any point you choose which is more than pi by 6 or less than minus pi by 6, the corresponding value of cos x which you are going to get will be 100% less than root 3 by 2. Yes or no? Therefore, this is the required solution set for x, for which cos x will be less than root 3 by 2. Is it clear? Okay, move for the next problem. Here the interval is given between 0 and pi, and the inequation that has been provided is 2 sine square x minus 3 sine x plus 1 is greater than equals to 0. Let me factorize this. So from this inequation we are going to get, or is it clear? Now, from the first inequation, which is sine x is greater than equals to 1, this is only possible when sine x equals to 1. Because as we know that sine x always lies between minus 1 and 1, hence sine x cannot be greater than 1. Therefore, sine x is equals to 1. Now, within this range 0 to pi, the value of x which will satisfy this equation is pi by 2. Am I correct? So keep this thing in your hand. Okay. Now let us come for the second inequation, which has been said that sine x is less than equals to half. We will draw the graphs y equals to sine x and y equals to half on the same plane. So we are drawing the region from 0 to pi. This is your y equals to sine x, and y equals to half is this line. This point is pi by 6. This is 5 pi by 6. Is it clear? Now you observe, they have said that sine x will be less than equals to half. Now, any region you choose between pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6, anywhere, the corresponding value of sine x will be more than half. Therefore, to satisfy this inequation, your x must belongs to 0 to pi by 6 or 5 pi by 6 to pi. Is it clear? Therefore, my final answer, the set of all values of x which will satisfy the given inequation, is including the point pi by 2. Is it clear to all of you? Have you understood this problem? Okay, let us move for the next problem. Here they have said that x is lying between 0 and 2 pi, and we have been given that cos x minus sin x is greater than equals to 1. So let me just manipulate this inequation little bit. Now look at carefully. X lies between 0 and 2 pi. Therefore, x plus pi by 4 will lie between. Let me treat x plus pi by 4 as theta. So we are having the inequation as cos theta is greater than equals to 1 by root 2. Is it clear? Now let me draw the graph. Graph of what? Graph of y equals to cos theta and y equals to 1 by root 2 between the range pi by 4 and 9 pi by 4. Is it clear to all of you? Have you understood it? Now you tell me where your cos theta is greater than or equals to 1 by root 2. Look it carefully. At this point, your cos theta is equals to 1 by root 2. Okay? So this point has to be considered. Here, theta will be equals to pi by 4. Is it clear? And the region where your cos theta is greater than 1 by root 2 is from this point to this point. Now the question comes, what is this point? This point will be 7 pi by 4 and this point will be 9 pi by 4. Okay? Now you observe, any point you choose between 7 pi by 4 to 9 pi by 4, any point you choose, the corresponding value of cos theta will be more than 1 by root 2. Is it clear? It will be more than 1 by root 2. Therefore, your theta must lie between 7 pi by 4 to 9 pi by 4. Is it clear? Here only your cos theta will be greater than equals to 1 by root 2, including this point. Remember, because at theta equals to pi by 4, the value of cos theta is 1 by root 2. Since they have given that there is an equal sign over here, so we have to consider this point also. Is it clear? Now, we want the solution set for x. Theta is x plus pi by 4. So, x is coming to from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Is it clear? And from here we are getting x plus pi by 4 equals to pi by 4 implies x equals to 0. Is it clear? Therefore, the required solution set for x will be including the point 0. Is it clear? Have you understood it? So, this is the required solution set. Okay? Let us move for the next problem. In this problem, they have said that sin theta plus root 3 cos theta is greater than equals to 1. I'm dividing both sides by 2 we get. So it can be written as now as they have said that theta is lying between, so theta plus pi by 3 lies between. That implies, okay, now let me just treat theta plus pi by 3 as my x. Therefore, this inequation becomes actually sin x is greater than equals to half, where x is lying between minus 2 pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3, right? Now let me draw the graph of y equals to sin x and y equals to half on the same plane we get. This point is minus 2 pi by 3. This is 4 pi by 3. This is pi and this is 0. Is it clear? Now, y equals to half is this line. Now the question is, sine x is greater than equals to half. This point is basically pi by 6 and this point is 5 pi by 6. Now when x lies anywhere between pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6, the corresponding value of sine x will be greater than half. Therefore, your x is greater than equals to pi by 6, less than equals to 5 pi by 6. Okay? In this region, when x is lying between pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6, your sine x will be greater than or equals to half. Is it okay? Now, x is basically theta plus pi by 3. So, theta will lie between. So, the final required solution set will be. Is it clear? Therefore, the solution set for theta is minus pi by 6 to pi by 2. Is it clear to all of you? Move for the next problem. Here they have given that x is lying between 0 and 2 pi. Now the inequation that is given. So after simplification, we are going to get. Is it clear to all of you? Here basically what I have done, I have multiplied 2 in both sides. So 2 sin x cos x will give you sin 2x and this part will give you cos 2x. Again I am multiplying 2 in both sides. So we are getting basically sin 4x is greater than 0. Is it clear? Okay, now x lies between 0 and 2 pi. Therefore, 4x lies between 0 and 8 pi. Is it clear? Now let me draw the graph of sin 4x from 0 to 8 pi. So how it will look like? This is 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi, 6 pi, 7 pi and 8 pi, right? Now, sin 4x is greater than 0. It is greater than 0 when 4x is greater than 0, less than pi, because within this region, all values of sin x will be more than 0. Again in this region also, so when 4x is greater than 2 pi, less than 3 pi, then also sin 4x is greater than 0. Again when 4x lies between this region, which is basically greater than 4 pi, less than 5 pi, or it is in the region 6 pi to 7 pi. Is it clear? So from here we can write x is lying between 0 and pi by 4. From here, is it okay? Therefore, the required solution set of x will be okay, and that is the required answer. Have you understood it? Okay, move for the next problem. Here they have said that x is in the region minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and mod of 4 sin x minus 1 is less than root 5. This implies, so from here we are getting so your x will be greater than minus root 5 minus 1 by 4 is basically the value of sin 18 degree. So it will be pi by 10. Is it clear? And root 5 plus 1 by 4, it is basically the value of cos 36 degrees, which is same as your sine of 54 degrees. Is it clear? So x will be less than 3 pi by 10. Is it clear to all of you? So this is the solution set where mod of 4 sine x minus 1 will be less than root 5. Is it clear to all of you? Move for the next problem. Here no range of x is given. So we have to find out the general set of solution. Okay. Now we have been given with sine to the power 4 x by 3. So it can be written as sine square x by 3 whole square. Similarly, now applying a square plus b square formula, we are getting multiplying 2 in both sides, we get 2 sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos 2 theta. Is it clear? Now let us treat 4x by 3 as my theta. So we are having cos theta is greater than minus 1. Let me draw the graph of cos x. Now here we will observe that nearby the origin, cos theta is greater than minus 1 means this is minus pi and this is pi. So we will write that your theta is greater than minus pi, less than pi. Within this range, your cos theta will be greater than minus 1. Now, since we have to find out the general solution set, all we do is we add up the period of the function cos theta. The period of the function cos theta is 2 pi. Therefore, we have to add 2n pi in all sides to get the general solution set for theta. Okay, theta is nothing but 4x by 3. So we will write, therefore x will be, is it clear? Therefore our general solution set for x is it clear to all of you? Okay, let us move for the next problem. Here we have been given that implies, therefore tan x is lying between 0 and 1. That implies x is lying from 0 to pi by 4. Now the period of tan x is pi. Therefore, adding n pi in all sides we get. So this is the general solution that we got from the first inequation. Now from the second one we have been given mod of sin x is less than half. Now let me draw the graph of y equals to mod of sin x and y equals to half on the same plane. So we are getting mod of sin x will look something like this. Those who don't know the graph, please, I have given you the link below. Please go for the videos where I have discussed in details about graphs and graphical transformations. From there you can understand this graph easily. This is the graph of y equals to mod of sin x and y equals to half is this. Is it clear? Okay. Now, mod x is less than half. Nearby the origin, mod of sin x is less than half when x is lying between these 2 points. This point is nothing but minus pi by 6 and this is pi by 6. Look at carefully. When x lies between minus pi by 6 and pi by 6, in that case, your mod of sin x is less than half. Am I correct? Now, the period of mod sin x is pi. Therefore, adding n pi in both sides, we are getting. So, this is the general solution set for which mod of sin x will be less than half. Is it clear? Now, we have to find out the common region between these two. Is it clear? We have to find out the common region between these two. Clearly, we will say that the common region is x is greater than n pi and less than n pi plus pi by 6. Is it clear or not? Therefore, this is the general solution set for which the given two inequations will satisfy. Is it clear to all of you? Okay.